Hello Answerly viewers, I've decided to start the new year out on a positive note. Let's review the card game Gloom. Gloom is a card game made by Atlas Games, meant for 2 to 4 players, but there are expansions that allow up to 7 players to play. It takes about an hour, depending on your storytelling methods, to play through the entire game, and like most storytelling games, is good for people with big imaginations. The basic premise of Gloom is that you control a family of sad, depressed people living in a miserable, gray world. Your job is to kill your family before the other players can kill theirs. However, your family can't just die. You have to make sure that when they die, they are completely miserable with their own lives. So the way the game works is that you draw cards with modifiers on them. Most of the cards have tragedies on them, such as diseases and getting mauled by animals, and pretty much any other horrible life event you can possibly think of. You play these cards on your own family while trying to avoid any happy cards, such as falling in love, getting promoted at work, winning awards, you get the idea. These happy cards are also mixed into the deck, and other players might try to play them on your family to try to cheer them up. You don't want your family to be cheered up. In fact, you don't want your family to be happy at all, ever. If your family suffers the most before dying, you win. There is a points-based system used to determine whose family is the most miserable at the end of the game. One of the things that I really like about Gloom is that the cards are transparent. So first of all, that looks really awesome, but all of the modifiers are in different places on the cards so that when you play them on top of each other, you can see other modifiers from earlier cards played on the family members. It's a really neat and unique aspect of this game's design. And while I would argue that Gloom probably isn't great for younger kids because some of the themes are a little bit gruesome, it's a really fun game for teens and adults, and in general people who can find humor in such a dark game. Everything about this game might seem really morbid and sad, but I promise that if you are the right people, the game can be a lot of fun. We live in a world where everyone is constantly trying to be happy and succeed at things, so it can be really fun and interesting to take an hour with your friends to go vie for the complete opposite of that. The more misery you pile on your family, the better you're going to be doing in the game. The more creative you are in the storytelling aspect of the game, so like the more detail you give the other players on how Lord Slowgar choked on a chicken bone or was mauled by mice, the more fun you're going to have overall. Let me know in the comments if you think that Gloom sounds like a fun game or if you've played it yourself, and let me know if you have any other games you'd like me to review in the future. Until next time, it's game over.